Hello, everyone. We are back with our yet another episode of Our Voices hashtag Unfiltered. And this time, I'm so happy to introduce our best spokespersons of the school who have actually defined that you need not to be just playing and not doing justice with the studies or just missing out on what is happening around the world and still can do justice with what your passion is all about. We are going to learn from their journey of being what they have become today. And I have with me.
Hello, my name is Ahana Raman. I'm in grade 12 and I am the sports girl for this year.
Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Tak Chopra from class 11th and I'm the sports boy.
Okay, the sports persons sitting here right in front of me. I'm also a little intrigued to know you were always like this, or suddenly something happened in life and then this turn happened, this shift happened with you.
Actually, for me personally, my father is a marathon runner
Mm-hmm.
and he started his journey when around age 25, 26. And he's actually won a lot of events and somehow running is not what I love solely to do. I find it boring, honestly. But through that, through having sports in my family, my mother really wanted me to see how swimming would uh, come
Okay.
out for me. That's why I started doing swimming, and I think it's been like a very good and long journey. I started sports at the age of 6, and I think I've been continuing different sports since then.
I imagine, she's saying long journey. She's just a teenager, all right? Amazing to know that influences at home helped you to become and pick up what you feel you'll be doing best in. Yes, about you. What were the
So,
things?
when I was 5 years old, my father introduced me to cricket.
Hmm.
From then on, I'm enjoying the sport. I I love playing it so much that till now, even during boards, I continued cricket, and yeah, it's going.
Yeah, so message for all the parents here, it's you who are going to bring the best of the sports person in your child. And also, he has already said it that you need not to be leaving everything, board class and still playing cricket, which means it's one of the thing which you need to do because it keeps you lighter in your thoughts and mind, right? So that takes me to the another question, right? I'll come to you only. So when there are many sports available now, some are evolving, in getting invented and all. Why cricket?
Cricket is popular from. I mean, my when my father introduced me to cricket, he told me about Sachin, Sunil Gavaskar, and all. And then when I started to play cricket, I, I during my time, Virat Kohli,
Uh-huh.
he has recently retired. As to watch him play, as to copy him. From that time, I never used to watch any other sport. Only I mean, my parents told me that if you like to play cricket, focus on cricket only and don't get distracted.
Hmm. And you played it for the fun of it, to be very honest,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right? And you don't then think about what skills I'll be getting out of it,
No.
right? It's basically you enjoy it, you play it, and then you win also, right?
Mhm.
That's the message here. What about you? Why
Um,
only the specific area of sports?
For me, I have been involved in a lot of diverse sports, I'd say, because during my formative years, I was always involved in one individual sport and one team sport.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the privilege of going to nationals in a team sport, which is football, and I've reached like I did states in swimming,
Okay.
and I think why both of them have helped me so much is I've really understood priority
Uh-huh.
through these two sports because it you cannot be thinking about only yourself in football. So I mean it's on the record. I've not chosen or stuck to one sport, but I've always chosen to have that athleticism rather than letting it go even in times like those where they actually test you on
Yeah.
stuff
So
like this.
both of you are very clear that you enjoy doing it, so you do it. It can be one sport or it can be multiple areas of playing, whether single or multiple, team sports as you call it. So Your parents have helped you, your own thought and idea about this. What do you think the schools can do to take that passion, that push which is given by parents to another level? Is there anything you feel as a school, the organization should be doing something to take that, or first to identify that, oh, this is a child who can do something, and then to take it to another level?
Orchid, Orchid prioritizes sports from, I don't know. I was in eighth. From that time,
Mm-hmm.
I was the part of the cricket team. I met Anil sir, and the conversation we have for sports, especially with our coaches. So Orchid has done many things for sports, especially Orchid. I'll take this name of the school,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think anything else would be required. I mean, we are doing a
Oh,
lot of things for sports.
that's good. That's really heartening. God bless. Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, what I agree is like a school is the foundation where a child spends most of their time, even after. I mean, once you go home, there's a lot of hustle that kids do that, it's not seen outside, especially if you're trying to become an athlete. It's either morning training before school or training after school. And I really appreciate how Orchid, as well as other schools, they're just trying to, accommodate these students in a very flexible manner in their curriculum. I mean, you cannot expect a child who wakes up at 7 a.m. and gets
Mm-hmm.
ready to school versus a child who
Yeah.
wakes up at 4 a.m., has done his workout for the day, and is now starting school to have the same level of, let's say, energy. And it is hard to balance both. And I really appreciate how, at least I've just been 2 years in this school, and I have had opportunities in every field. It's not only directed only towards my sports, and it's not also as if like I have to go to, let's say, the sports teachers, or them for them to, recognize. I feel they do their part in recognizing each child's strengths, if they're athletic or not, and giving them that opportunity to try each and every sport. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, this year I did volleyball, I did athletics,
Mm-hmm.
football, and I'm not the best at volleyball, and it's still that they gave the chance to each and every student to participate and be a part of the team. And that is a major thing to, number one, boost someone's confidence. Number two, let them actually know that if they want to pursue this sport, it's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
And letting them know that they're not being left out just because their skills aren't as, good as someone who's played that sport for a long time.
So schools can actually play a very important, significant role in this, identifying it's a beginner level or expert level, and then creating that kind of a possibility, and also to understand the realities, the practicalities, getting up at early morning and then giving them some flexi time and not writing exam probably that same day, and there can be rescheduling of entire timetable and all. Yeah. So I'm sure all schools they try and do it, not because this is a mandate, but it's very human to understand and connect with the children at that level. If I talk about scenario today, screens are taking over a lot of attention. It's very difficult to find children on the ground. Even in schools, that it's not just our school, but everywhere. If there is an opportunity to sit in front of the screen or to go on the ground, most of the students of your age, and I'm sure adults also, will choose to stay indoors. So, do you feel bothered about this
I think
as sports persons? I mean, what do you feel about it?
I would 100% agree with that. I mean, to just take an example of, uh, we had sports day and we had races and all, and I do feel like, this is not a gender bias, but this is the reality. I
Hmm.
don't see a lot of girls playing the way that they, actually, ex-athletes as well,
Hmm.
people who have reached. I have friends who are international athletes
Yeah.
in their own group, and they've left it, in 11th and 12th, just because it was, yes, it is hard to continue, I agree, but I also somewhere do not understand why you would let scenarios just take over your whole life, where you're not as athletic as. I mean, it's not about being an athlete, it's just about, it inculcates a lot of habits in you that you
Yeah.
otherwise don't think of.
True.
And um, I hope, because even in my society where we go, I see very less girls. And
That's a concern, really.
yeah, and it maybe because I don't know, maybe it's a confidence issue, because I do not seem I don't want to downgrade that confidence is an issue when you're trying to come up into sports that are usually male dominated,
Mm-hmm.
and you are being compared to it. But other than that, screens is it's a problem that needs to be addressed from the grassroots level.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no way that you can monitor a child 24/7.
I know. I mean, in our Republic Day parade, this time most of the commands were held by all the girls, and doing all the stunts on bikes and everything was, I mean, were the girls only taking lead. And I would say that yes, initially probably there is a concern, but when they realize it's too late, let's catch up and do something. Probably that realization is too late to come on to. Um, what do you think? Screen is invading the mindset, the very thought process of the children when it comes to sports, or just having PS is all right, and play on that, that helps you.
I've seen my sister continuously watching mobile reels, YouTube, and all
Hmm.
continuously. She says that I'll just watch it for 5 minutes, and 1 hour, half an hour, it just
It's never
time
5 minutes.
flies.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, screens have affected our routines, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, for everyone, especially children, when they think I'll just watch it for 5 minutes and half an hour just flies away, they could have utilized that half an hour, maybe practiced another skill, or in a better way, they could have utilized that time. So
Mm.
yeah, definitely screens.
Yeah, I was just watching this reel recently. Um the playground was nicely, laid out. Everything is there. All equipments. Only monkeys were playing there, and the caption was, "Since the kids are busy looking at the screens, only monkeys are enjoying the facilities." So, if you have to take away the screens, right, from all the kids, which I have just read somewhere that probably in Australia it's already done that, under the age of 16 you won't be able to be on social media, and very soon India will also do something about it. uh, how would you feel if the screens are taken away from you?
I think for me, if I was not in 12th grade, let's say if I was in 11th or even 10th, it wouldn't have mattered to me a
Uh-huh.
lot, because I'm still dependent on it's a very traditional route that you follow till 10th, and after that, um, in a career's perspective, I feel like you do have to experiment a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You have to reach out, you have to connect, you have to build your network, and you have to try things that you otherwise wouldn't have. Maybe if you are aiming to do something in a different college, go abroad. And I personally feel that at the age of 17, like the ages that we are at, I feel we're mature enough to understand when to stop, when to not. And believe me, the people who procrastinate, they know that. It's not like we don't procrastinate. We're not. We do, but you have that in you that आधा घंटा चला गया types.
True.
So for if I were to if my phone was taken away, I don't think I would mind it a lot. The only issue for me would be um, I am connected to my phone for various reasons, to network, to look at college applications, for different things that matter right now. But I don't think it's very useful for 10th graders, ninth graders, 8th graders to just, have a phone where most of their apps are used through just social media.
I think I'm talking to very good kids who know where to say no to screen and all, but majority, they fall into this trap. It's easy, sit here the way you are, and then need not to go out and explore the world outside, and even the fresh air. And now they will debate where is the fresh air, right? So again, there's lot one can actually talk about here. Do you think an hour spent on ground can impact the overall retention, recall, whatever we study in the indoors?
Definitely. Um, I've experienced this personally.
Okay.
Uh, when boards were near, there was a lot of pressure. But whenever I used to play cricket or any other sport, maybe I would have gone for a run. So that time, it just it just used to feel so light.
Mm-hmm.
All the pressure, the things which were going in my head, everything vanished, and I
That's
used
good.
to focus on the activity I was doing and
Mm.
nothing else. So yeah, it definitely helps. 1 hour, and if you just go for a run or play any sport for 1 hour, automatically the time will extend.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and that happens with, especially with me, it has
Mm-hmm.
happened.
Very
My
nice.
mom used to drag me from grounds. She used to say, "Bus ho gaya now, chalo abhi."
That's
So
also
yeah,
that's a positive scenario actually. Yeah, when one has to be dragged from the ground rather than from the screen, from in front of the screen. Other than this freshness and being able to focus, what do you think sports has added to your personality?
it has taught me to definitely um, to get out of my comfort level.
Mm-hmm.
So um, and also it has taught me to cope up with failure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not every time that I'll win only. There'll be moments where I'll feel bad because I've lost, but I'll play so many matches, or so, so many events will happen in my life because of sports. I'll learn to adjust.
That's nice. Anything you want to add to that?
I think, like, for every athlete, uh, coping with failure is, it teaches you a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I also feel sports teaches you humility in
Yeah.
areas where do you don't overestimate or overjudge yourself that you are better than others when you walk into a room. You kind of see, because it's sports is a humbling thing.
Very
It
nice.
humbles you in every way.
Very nice. And one last question from both of you. Um, when you're playing on ground, right? Uh, I'm sure you don't think, okay, today I'm going to be a little fresher and all that. That comes automatically. You are on the ground, or you're running, or you're doing some athletic or warm up exercises and all. What is that one thing you carry from that ground to your disciplinary part of it while you're studying?
I guess. So
Yeah, please.
basically, for me, it is consistency,
Mm-hmm.
because the consistency that you show when you show up to the ground, you need to. For me, because I prefer doing it in the mornings. I prefer working out in the morning, or
Right.
having, because we do have our trainings in the morning. What happens is you have a very set mindset for the whole day. Once you have that mindset for the whole day, it is very important, because you are not going to be as energetic when the clock hits 12, the clock hits 2. You're going to be tired, and it's at times like this when I believe that consistency matters the most. And
Consistency. So whether you are on ground or you're studying, consistency, being disciplined about your routine, whatever time you choose. I mean, for studies also, there are children those who study at night, and some are like early morning, early birds, and all that thing. So what is that one thing or two things which you feel, okay, if I could do it on ground, I should also do it in while I'm doing not just studies, but overall, like anything and whatever you do in life.
She has covered everything. Mostly consistency is what I have learned,
Hmm.
that you have to do one thing repeatedly and maybe try to expand your skill set. Same goes with studying also. If you're not getting something, do it again and again. Maybe one time you'll get it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I personally know these kids. They're very humble. They are very versatile in whatever they do, and they're very positive about the outcome. So that's something which I feel is the message for everyone out there, that you don't play games just to win, just to prove it to the world or to your parents or to the school or anyone. You just play for the fun of it, for the very purpose of it. The physically charged up, so mentally awakened kind of a feeling. And I'm thank you. Really, I'm saying thank you to you both, because there are many youngsters who are looking up to you. When we announced this, I remember on the sports day, everyone was like, we knew these are the kids, right? So you have already made a mark here. Don't leave it here in the school. Please keep it to whatever level you want to. Our wishes, blessings, and support is always there. God bless you all. Thank you.
thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much.